Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and I've made a new pick a card read for you. What can you expect in the next 7 days? This is a general reading and a love reading as well. And the general part might be about love too, so you're just going to have to wait and see in your readings. Now, I've made 3 readings here about that, what to expect in the next 7 days, crystal, flower, and shell. And for each one of those, I've done a deeper dive as well, an extended reading. Now, in the extended reading, I go into each part of the video reading, giving you guidance for each part of that as well. So if you find that this is your story or could be your story, and you want to get that guidance, you can get that deeper dive. So toward the end of each of these readings, there'll be a link that pops up there to get that deeper dive. You can find a link for that in the description box and in the comments as well, where you can also find your fast forward links, your timestamps to get to your readings in a fast, kind of speedy kind of manner. So all you need to do now is take your choice. Now remember that these are timeless readings as well. Whenever you find it, I do make 1 of these a week, but they are timeless as well. Whenever you're coming across this, it's good to go. So which one do you choose? You choose the crystal. It's a beautiful crystal, I think. Do you want the flower? It's a beautiful flower as well, I think. So big. Or the shell. Use your intuition. Take your pick now. You can watch more than one if you want. Some, like, they might apply. Parts of it might apply anyway. Take your pick now and I'll see you in your reading. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Click that subscribe button along with that notification bell as well to hear more from me. I do a daily energy update. I do 3 pick a card reads a week, and I do I go live 3 times a week in my show Psychic Cafe. I'd love to see you in that. I do general channeling, but I also do mini reads as well, so I'd love to give you one of those mini reads. Come along there sometime. So enjoy your reading. I will see you in there. So if you chose the crystal, then this one's for you. Let's find out, what can you expect in the next 7 days? Now, as always, crystals, there's going to be a deeper dive to this as well. So if you want an extended reading to this, if you want to know more, if this sounds like it could be your story for the next 7 days, then I'm just going to kind of extend this reading because I don't know what's going to come out in this reading yet. And so the extended is just going to be an extended. Going into advice specifically, it's usually more advice for you in these situations, you know, how to get through it or move it forward or whatever it is. And so if you're interested in that, toward the end of this reading, I'll pop a link for that up there. You can find a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get to it. What have you got going on? What can you expect in the next 7 days? Well, you can expect, crystals, to feeling like you want to withdraw a little, you know, spend some time by yourself and doing your own thing. This could be a holiday kind of an energy where you are spending more time by yourself, you know, just pottering around, that kind of an energy. Could be a more relaxing week for you. This could also be the energies of you needing to kind of remove yourself from any kind of fray with other people. And so if there's any chaos and conflict going on around you in relationships, any kind of relationships, romantic relationships, family relationships, friendships, colleagues, that kind of thing, you might want to distance yourself from that, all of that stuff. And just withdraw from it, you know, not get involved with it, that kind of thing. You've got a paradox here and unique. So paradoxical kind of an energy this week, very much a black and white. It's not black and white, it's this grey area kind of thing. And so if you are feeling like you want to withdraw from a situation, that's not a cold hard judgment saying that is just completely 100% wrong. It's just you saying, I'm opting out of this. So yeah, just do you this week, do you, boo. Let's find out more with the tarot. So we're going to do this general reading, and then I'm going to get into the love stuff, although the general part of it could be about love as well. It could be about a lot of things. What can crystals expect in the next 7 days? 8 of Swords, feeling bound by something, so unable to move forward on something this week. Just this week is what I heard. So that's good to know in advance, right? There's something that you're not going to be able to move forward on. Please remember that this is a timeless reading as well, so whenever you're finding it is good. I do make 1 of these a week for those of you that, you know, watch every week, so then it's timely for you, but whenever you find them is good. Page of Swords, somebody paying attention to you. I'm getting that this is an outside energy, so someone's noticed you, whether in the workplace or noticed that you're good looking or attracted to you. Someone's noticing something about you there. Tell us more. Expect to be noticed this week, huh? Even when you're hiding away. What else? What else for crystals? What can they expect in the next 7 days? What can crystals expect in the next 7 days? Two of Pentacles, weighing something up, a choice to be made, but you need to weigh up the options here and in a balanced kind of a way. I'm going to get clarifiers out for all of these very shortly. Let's have one more for crystals. What can crystals expect in the next 7 days? 7 of Cups, plenty of options open to you there. And so that could be the paradox, is that you're thinking you're bound, that there's no options, that you've only got this one option. It's either that or nothing. And it's not, it's just not true. There's unlimited possibilities available to you. And so if you've got yourself in that lockdown thinking of like this is that one option or nothing else, that just isn't true. I've got some green tea here. Matcha. Because it's cold. I know it doesn't look like it's cold because I've got a teeny tiny t-shirt on, but this is as cold as it gets on this tropical island. It's about 24 degrees to get. It's 26, but it was 24 before. It's cold, so I'm having to drink warm drinks to keep myself going. Warm my hands up. So tell us about this Eight of Swords then. How come? So you can expect to feel like tied down by something, like unable to move forward. Just this week though. So do expect it to move forward, whatever that is, next week, but not necessarily this week. There could be delays. Oh. This could be to do, I can't get my words out. What am I trying to say? This could be to do with marriage or some kind of an institution, doing things by the book, or doing things in a traditional kind of a way. So you feel bound by something. You can't move forward with something, not this week anyway, because of a marriage or because of a contract that you've got, because of having to do things by the book, whatever that means to you, or because there's a procedure to follow and it's just like red tape and stuff like that. And so you are kind of bound, but only this week. So expect some red tape to come up in some aspect of your life in the next 7 days. What's behind this? Maybe that you're being slowed down. Let's see, because when these things kind of come along, we can see it, can't we? In retrospect, when we've had delays and it seems nonsensical and it's just red tape and stuff like that. But afterwards, we can look back and go, well, yeah, I can see why I had to wait for that, because conditions weren't perfect then, so it was kind of good that red tape was there, because I'm more ready for it. When it does happen, you're getting yourself ready, and that's definitely what is happening here, because you're getting yourself ready. So even if you think that there's not much happening with it this week, there's a lot happening with it, because you're letting go of something big in order to proceed forward. So yes, it's an external circumstance that you're waiting for to change this week. But while you're going through that, there's also an internal process that you're doing to release something. This could be releasing fears. It could be, what else could it be? Is there anything else? Releasing fears. I could honestly not think of anything else there. So you're releasing fears this week to get yourself ready for it as well. So you might not be as ready as you think you are. Isn't that always the way? We can say, oh, I'm ready for like a relationship. And then 3 months down the line, when we're still not in a relationship, we're like, God, 3 months ago, there's no way I was ready for a relationship. But I am now. I'm sure you are. That's where I get to anyway. Page of Swords. Who is this? Someone's paying attention to you here. Someone's noticed something about you. They've noticed your work. They've noticed that you're beautiful. They've noticed that you're doing something. Maybe that you're a mover or shaker. Maybe that you've got some power. Or maybe that you've changed. Page of Swords, tell us about this one. The Nine of Emotions. Oh, this is someone that notices that you fulfill your own wishes. This is someone that's noticed that maybe you can make them happy too. Maybe this is someone that's noticing that you have this great energy and you're happy. And maybe they are that kind of person too. So you're attracting people that are noticing that you're fulfilling your own wishes here. Watch out, because there's all kinds of people, right? And when you have this energy of being fulfilled and being happy, you attract all kinds of people. You attract people that want a bit of that from you, and they don't have that themselves, right? And they come across as kind of needy. Your heart might go out to that kind of a person. Your empathy could kick in, and you go, poor little dear, I want to love them and take care of them. And you end up with less than 9 cups for yourself as a result of it. You end up with a needy person that's draining because you can't do it for them. It'd be nice, wouldn't it, if we could, but we can't. And so you get yourself into this codependent situation where you are giving too much from them. Eventually you'll realize it and you'll be like, why can't you give me something back? Well, they never could. You chose someone that, like, you let someone in that was needy in the first place. It's never going to turn out good, that. And so you've got that. That is an option, right? Or you can get wise to that and go, I can pick now the people that are good for me, the people that are doing this themselves, that are fulfilling themselves, and let those into my life, or the people that aren't that, the ones that are needy. And even though my heart goes out to them and I've got empathy for them and I've got compassion for them, doesn't mean that I should go there. It doesn't necessarily mean that I should go there. So I expect to be a little bit tested, because I do feel like you're going to be attracting all sorts. I mean, those law of attraction teachings that say, well, if you're in this aligned energy, you'll only attract this kind of thing. You won't. You will attract everybody. Everyone will be noticing your energy. The higher your vibe is, the more you attract every kind of an energy. And sure, the ones with lower energy might be scared of you, especially if you're empowered, but you will be attracting every kind of an energy. So I feel like you've got more than one kind of a person attracted to you here. So this week, in this next 7 days, you could be attracting all sorts, right? And it could be, for those of you that have been through this lesson of codependency and being drained and overgiving and all of that kind of thing, of letting the wrong kind of people in your life and continually getting those lessons of maybe abusers, maybe narcissists, maybe as extreme as that, but maybe just draining people that aren't fulfilling themselves, aren't happy in themselves. You try and make them happy, doesn't work out well. And so you could be faced within the next 7 days, maybe with 2 or 3 people. And maybe one of them is going to be good for you. Maybe one of them is fulfilling themselves. Now, the other 2 probably aren't. And it's up to you to discern who's who, so that you don't do the same patterns again. So what's behind this for crystals? What's behind this Page of Swords? This being noticed here, something being noticed about your energy. And this is very evident as well when you're successful and when you've got money. And some people's, you can almost see the dollar, like the dollar signs pop up in their eyes like a cartoon, is when someone just notices that you've got money or you've got some kind of a success, and there's somebody that your best friend. And there goes my phone, ka-ching, because an order just came in. How funny. Well, yeah, it's just like that. Their eyes go ka-ching. And it's quite repulsive to me when it happens, because they're not paying me any attention until they think that I've got money. And then buddying up to me, then I'm like, no. And we recognize that, right? The gold digger kind of an energy. We recognize that. Hopefully you do recognize that when people are like that around us. But you can recognize that in other things as well. So if it's your confidence, or if it's your success, or if it's just your wisdom, or maybe your empathy as well, because narcissists will try and seek out those kind of an energies. Damaged people will too. Traumatized people, damaged people, those that haven't healed themselves, they will seek out people's energy like that. So be careful. Be careful. What's behind this? Honoring your energy. Yeah, honor your energy. You made it. You made that happiness yourself, and so it's precious. Don't give it away to just anyone. Give it away to those that have got it too. As much as we want to do that codependent thing and help those out, we can't actually do it. We need to learn that from experience, We can't. Matcha tea, it's yummy. 2 of Pentacles. So there's a decision to make this week, but you're going to have to find some balance first. You're going to have to weigh things out, especially referencing it to your past is what I'm hearing. It's like, when have I been here before? Do I recognize this energy? What is this similar to in my past? to make a very balanced decision based on it. Knight of Materials, taking your time with that. So it's not the week to be making any rash decisions, any spontaneous kind of decisions. Take your time with this, because I feel like a lot of you have healed yourself to a point and got to know yourself to a point, and doing self-love to a point, and then these tests come in, and they're not really tests, it's just more of the same energy that you're going to get, but it tests you, kind of thing. It's like, okay, now is time to put it into practice. What I've learned, have I learned it? You need time for all of that. So making no rash decisions this week, especially around these energies that are coming in here, the ones that are attracted to you. Like I said, the higher vibe you are, the more people will be attracted to you. Too many there. What's behind this? Okay, that one. Growth. You're growing. Yeah, you're leveling up. It's great. So like I said, we don't get tests from the universe, but what happens is it appears like a test. And why is that? Well, when we're leveling up, we've still got a bit of our old energy, or our old energy is still manifesting, because there's always a bit of a lag time, right? So your energy right now today is going to manifest, yeah, some of it today, some of it tomorrow, some of it in a week, some of it in a few months. But your old energy, like the 2 weeks ago you, is still going to be manifesting a bit, or the few months ago you is still going to be manifesting a bit. There's a bit of a lag time. So it's not that the universe tests you and puts someone else in front of you that's got that same lesson again. It's that can still manifest. And have you learned your lesson this time? Like, you know, so it's showing that you've grown, so it's a great sign. So it's not a test. It's not a test. The universe doesn't do that to us, but law of attraction does kind of abound. 7 of Cups. So you've got many options here, more options than you think. So definitely don't get into that pessimist point of view. Well, I either accept this or nothing. You're luckier than you think. Things are moving now. You're luckier than you think. So if you have been through a kind of a dry spell, where not a lot has been happening, when things start happening, you might want to jump on that, but don't make any rash decisions this week. Really take your time, because it could be more of the same. It could be more of old energy, and you need to see it this time. The faster we can see those red flags and those things that remind us of the things that we've learned in the past, the faster we can see it and respond to it and cut it out, the higher up that spiral would go, that ascension kind of a spiral, raising our vibration, I mean by ascension. Oh, we've got abundance behind that as well. So there's a lot of options available. It's not true that you just need to do this thing. So for some of you, you could be getting like a job offer and it's not really what you want. So someone's noticed that your work, and they're like, wow, Crystal's really good at the work. I could get them to do more of that because I'm lazy and I don't want to do it. They could be giving you a backhanded compliment, kind of an offer of work, which is going to require a lot from you, but you could get an ego boost from it, going, oh, they really like my work, and not seeing that it's a draining offer. Abundance, be careful, because there's a lot more on offer. You don't have to say yes to that. There's abundance, like it's everywhere, like there's much better offers. So this week could be work kind of an offers, or new customers coming to you if you've got your own business that aren't really your ideal customer, and you can see red flags in people. Like, I don't even respond to them. There's certain people that say certain things when they contact me, and I just don't respond to them. Like, if number one is when they ask for freebies. Number two is when they want to kind of barter or get a voucher or something like that. They're red flags, because they're not valuing myself, my time, my systems, my busyness. I'm so busy. I don't have time for all of that. You're either in or you're out, in the systems that I've got. There's all kinds of red flags in my business that I respond to or don't respond to there. I know there's certain things that certain people say that show me that they're not my kind of customer at all. That they won't benefit from my work either, so there's no point. It's a lose-lose situation. And so there's that, there is that. So things are moving anyway, but don't say yes to the first thing. Know that there's better stuff ahead. What's going on in your love life, crystals? What's going on in crystals' love life? Next 7 days, what can we expect in the love lives, crystals? A message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. Oh, I love the next card that comes out with this. So someone's thinking of you, yes, and the Page of Swords could be that. Someone's thinking of you, they love you. Okay. Well, that's their feelings, and they're responsible for their own feelings. And this one says only time will tell. So this is you kind of, okay, well, show me. Only time will tell. You're watching them very closely there. Well, show me then. Is it true, or are you just saying that? Are you wanting something from me? You know? And then time. Wow. You're trying too hard. Give it time. So this is for you. Maybe in your love life, you try too hard and you'd be over giving to people. Someone gives you a bit of attention by saying they love you when really they want something from you, and they know damn fine if they give you a bit of attention, then you'll jump on that and say, yes, of course I will. Be careful. You're trying too hard. Give it time. Give it time. Don't make any rash decisions. I think a lot of you crystals in the next 7 days are going to be getting a test. You know, I've said that it's not really a test. That's semantics though, really, but it is. It's a testing time for you. Are you going to carry on with old ways, or have you really learned the lessons that you've been learning lately? It applies to your love life, and I think it applies to other parts of your life as well. But luck is on your side when we've got that with the Wheel of Fortune here. And so say no to this, whatever tests come in, and luck's on your side, like better will come in. There'll also be yeses there. But like I said, you know, I gave that example of 3 people coming your way and 2 of them not being right for you and 1 being right for you for a very good reason. Because that's like the odds. In fact, it's more like 9 of them won't be good for you and 1 of them will be. There's more odds like that, or maybe even 99 of them won't be good for you and 1 of them will be good for you. You really have to be discerning about who you let into your energy. Luck is on your side to do that, though. It does feel like you've got all of the information. It feels like you've got all of the information to do that. So respect yourself this week, especially in love decisions. You value everyone's unique perspective on the path to love. But you do really need to respect yourself and put your own feelings first, your own well-being first. What's good for you first. It's be more selfish. Let's be more selfish this week. We've got separation and paradise here. So I do feel like you will be saying no to someone that comes in. They miss you, they think about you, they love you apparently, but I think it will be a no from you. Paradise, because you're this energy, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. If someone comes in like that, hell yeah, go for it. But if it's not that, then it's not that, and so hard pass. What else? What else can crystals expect in the next 7 days? Opening to discovery. Yeah, so some of you will be like this card, you might just give them time. Okay, well then show me. You don't need to make a rash decision on them and just open to discover. Okay, well show me. You say you've changed. Well, show me first. I'm not a yes or a no for now. No decisions being made this week. Kind of withdrawing from it. What else can you expect in the next 7 days? Make it good. So hand it over, like especially if you can't figure some things out. Hand it over to the universe, hand it over to your higher self. I do a lot of that. I'll get my higher self and my guides to, especially because of the work that I do. It's like, you need to sort that out for me and that out for me and that out for me, because I'm busy right here doing your work, by the way. So it's like me, you know, negotiating with them. What can you expect in the next 7 days? You can expect a club. Oh no, someone will try and make you do something against your will. So they're going to be really persuasive as well, those negative ones. Because they want something from you. Don't do it. Don't cave in. Don't. Oh, so some of you are going to realize it at the start and then be kind of like, no, I've gone down here before. And then they're going to persuade you and you're going to cave in. Don't. You've got heart here, love, deep affection and caring. Do that for yourself if someone is not offering that to you. Some of you will be bringing that love in as well. And excitement, love and excitement. Excellent. What else? So expect some excitement in the next 7 days. What else can crystals expect? Oh, good advice from a wise person. There you go. And so especially if you are making these decisions or trying to make these decisions, go to a wise friend. Don't ask your silly friends. You know, the ones that make all those mistakes. Don't ask those ones. Ask a wise friend, or better still, get a reading about it, a private reading about it, not a general reading about it. Although these do help often, but they can hit our blind spot as well, you know. So there you go. That's what you can expect in the next 7 days, crystals. If that sounds like it is your story, could be your story, you might want to get the deeper dive. I'm going to pull out more cards and get deeper into all of this, especially guidance around each of these areas that I've talked about. So if you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. You can find a link for that in the description box and in the comments below as well. It's just 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. And you need to get your email address right, otherwise you're not going to receive it. In the email that you receive, which might end up in your inbox, but it might also end up in your junk, your spam, or your promotions folder if you're on Gmail. And so when you find that email, there will be a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. You click on that crystal, and then you'll download a PDF. So you need to do it on a device where you can have access to PDFs. And so in that PDF, there'll be a bit of blurb about the reading. There will be a special gift in there as well. And there will be a picture of me in a video, and click on that and you can watch the video. And so thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video, leave a comment, let me know what's going on, how this pertains to you. I love hearing from you guys, and it really helps my channel out as well, as does your subscriptions. So thank you so much for your ongoing support to all of my subscribers, very much appreciated. You do make this channel into what it is and allow me to do this that I really love as well, and I hope that shines through in my work. If you're not a subscriber, then do please consider clicking that subscribe button along with that notification bell. I do daily energy updates. I do three of these pick a card reads a week, and I also go live 3 times a week in my live show Psychic Cafe, which I'd love to see you in. I'll give mini reads in there as well, so come along to that sometime. So enjoy your week, have the best week ever, and if you're not joining me in the deeper dive, then I will see you next time. If you're coming with me to the deeper dive, I'll see you very shortly in there. Bye. If you chose the flower, then this one's for you. Let's find out what you can expect in the next 7 days. Now, there's going to be a general part to this reading and then a love reading. It could be that the general part is about love and about other things as well. So watch it all. Flowers, there's going to be an extended reading to this as well. And so whatever comes out in this reading, I'm going to go into advice for you and guidance for you in that. I just plucked this flower and it's full of rain because it's raining, and the plant was like up there and I had to really reach high and kind of pull the orchid down a little bit, and it soaked me. So I've got like water in my eyes. So if I'm being a bit weird and my hair's gone weird because I was out there and it's so humid, there's just a break in the rain. So there's going to be an extended, as I was saying. And so yeah, if you sounds like this could be your next 7 days, if it's resonating with you, you might want to get that advice. And so toward the end of this reading, I'll pop a link for it up there. There'll be a link in the description box as well and in the comments below. So flowers, let's find out, what can you expect in the next 7 days? What can flowers expect in the next 7 days? 3 cards out already. You have the gift of connection, so you can expect people to be coming into your life. New connections, new people, maybe new relationships, new friendships, new people that you're working with, maybe a romantic relationship as well. This is good energy. I like it. The gift of connection. So relationships could be making you very happy in the next 7 days. If you've been waiting on people to come in, especially new friendships or a lover, very well could be happening. The richness within, so you're feeling, expect to be feeling very good over the next 7 days about things that go down. You're going to be feeling rich. A lot of resources available to you, or a lot of love coming your way. And coming of age. So expect to feel a kind of a maturity or leveling up in some kind of a way, or things being taken to the next level. Very good energies. Let's get a kitty cat out. What can flowers expect in the next 7 days? That was fast. You've got an adventure. So expect an adventure. I do feel like it will be with new people, or maybe someone that's been in your life already, but you could be taking that relationship to the next level. Whatever that relationship is, working relationship, friendship, you know. We can have, well, you know, relationships to me are, as soon as you say hello to someone, some kind of a relationship starts with them. It isn't necessarily romantic, you know. But it could be for some of you. So let's find out more. What can flowers expect in the next 7 days? Starting out with the Nine of Pentacles here, so this is very independent energy. You achieving things and being ready for the next level as well in that. And so there's some kind of a feeling there with that Nine of Pentacles if you really haven't achieved something for yourself, by yourself, and that really good feeling when you do that, you know, I did this, I made this, that kind of thing. You could be reaching a goal, especially in your material things in the next 7 days. It's like setting a goal to pay off a debt and then you've finally done it. That good feeling that you get from that. Or setting a goal for like $50,000 in savings and then reaching that goal. Expect that kind of thing. A goal that you've had your sights on in the material world kind of thing. And you've done it yourself too. You've got yourself there yourself. Makes you feel really good. Page of Cups, and then you're dreaming of the next stage. It's like, what next? You know, how that it really fulfills you, whatever is happening in the next 7 days. And so how can I fulfill myself next? I want more of this feeling because it feels really good. So dreaming up something new there. Knight of Pentacles, taking things slowly. So there's something that needs to be taken slowly this week. I'm going to get clarifiers out for all of these. But let's get you another card out first. What can flowers expect in the next 7 days? Within the next 7 days, I mean, not in 7 days' time. Oh, a love offer. The Knight of Cups comes in with a love offer here. So you can expect romance or a love offer coming in. Maybe a hot date. Maybe a proposal. Or I've taken things to the next level from someone if you're already in a relationship. Could be a lot of romance going on. You got good energies like this. Tell us more then. Why this Nine of Pentacles? What's going on for our flowers? What's this Nine of Pentacles? It's a very good feeling. I'm getting a good feeling from all of these. Really, from all of your cards, I'm getting a good feeling. So good on you. Because you've done it. You've brought yourself to this point. The Magician is behind that. You manifested it. I told you. I was getting that. You've manifested something. You did it. That sense of accomplishment, you know. It feels so good when we've got ourselves there. It doesn't feel so good when we just kind of magically manifest things and it's given to us. But when we've worked hard at it to get ourselves there, when we've done it ourselves, that sense of accomplishment, I mean, you just can't buy that stuff. And you don't feel the same way when you just gifted something. You just don't. Whether it's through someone or through the universe. There might be a temporary high from that, but it's nothing like how good you feel, like you will be in the next 7 days when you're actually accomplishing something for yourself and you did it for yourself. There's a sense of empowerment and feeling really good behind that. And so you manifested it, you did it, and look, she's so happy with herself there. She used her resources and she did it for herself. Two of Inspiration. This is about a new path opening up. So straight away it leads to a new path opening up for you. So the culmination of that, of course, it gives you the space to focus on something else now, to set a new dream. But it's also maybe the resources that you've got from it opens you up to being able to go to that next level. For example, if I'm talking about you haven't paid your debt off and you're at, you know, that debt-free position now, that could really change your energy and open you up to more abundance. Or it could free you up and say, right, now I've cleared my debt, now I'm in a good financial position to head for something more now, you know, to then that money that I was paying the debt off with, put that into savings to save up for that car that I really want, or that house down payment that I really want. So there's a definite, you've completed that and you can go for something new, kind of an energy this week for you in the next 7 days. What's behind this? A burden. So it's something that's burdened you. For some of you, it is about paying debt off. It's something that has burdened you and it'll no longer be a burden now, so you can be freed up to manifest something new and to take a new path in your life. So expect something to come to an end this week. It's not a painful end. It's not putting burdens down either. It's not the 10 of Wands. So it's not you having to put burdens down kind of thing. And it might just be that when this thing is completed, when you've reached that goal, you might not have realized what a burden it has been until it's over. And then you're like, you know, when the emotions come out, when something ends and then you realize just how hard it was and just how much you were having to hold on to your emotions. It's like the end of pain, when the pain is gone. You know, if you've had like toothache and it's been for a long time and you haven't been able to get to the dentist and then the appointment comes around and then they sort it out and it's the end of that pain. And it makes you cry, or is that just me? It makes you cry when it's over, because then you can fully appreciate all of the pain that you're in. That's the feeling behind this. So it's not the other way around. Sometimes, like if the Ten of Wands card comes out, sometimes that is the other way around. It's like you need to put the burdens down first. You need to let go of those burdens. This isn't. This is the burden of the emotional toll that it's taken on you. Wow. So this is big. This is big. So the Page of Cups, then you're freed up to imagine more and take it to the next level, to go for something new. I know when I paid off all my debt and then I started getting savings and got myself back to the point of when I first moved to Australia before I started my business. I've got myself to the savings. I'm beyond that now, but once I got myself to that point that I got the same savings as when I moved to Australia 21 years ago, then I'm thinking, okay, I'm thinking about building a house, thinking about buying some land. So then it's not so much about the savings thing, not so much about the amount like it was with the debt or the savings. Now it's about a bigger dream, dreaming of that house, of the kind of land that I want to build that house on, that kind of thing. So it's a bigger dream. It goes beyond the numbers then. It goes beyond the money. And I feel like that's what you're doing here, especially for those of you that is about the money, is you get freed up then to dream a bigger dream. And the Eight of Inspiration is that bullseye, it's that target. So you have a new dream, you have a new vision, and you've got something new to head towards. So you will be starting off within the next 7 days on a new journey, a new path, a new goal kind of thing that makes you feel much better. And so it could be, this burden could be say with my example, the paying off the debt. That's a heavy goal, really, isn't it? I mean, you've got to make yourself feel good about it and make it into some kind of a game when you're paying off debt like that, because there's not that good a feeling about it. You can head toward the relief of having paid it off, but it's not like a woo kind of a feeling. But the savings is more of a woo kind of feeling, but it's still not like really great, But manifesting some land, buying some land with it, now that's a really woo feeling, And so this new goal is a much better feeling goal than what you've accomplished already. You're leveling up. You're ascending. You are raising your vibration. You're expecting more for yourself, and you're doing more for yourself now. What's that? Big tree shaking up there. Like something just fell out of it. What's behind this? For flowers. Setting a new goal. What's behind this? Very exciting energy for you here. I like it. Omens. You knew. Right, so for some of you that have this old goal that you're accomplishing in the next 7 days, you might have, what was I going to say? Yeah, when you are putting all into it, say like paying off a debt, when any extra money that you've got coming in, you put that off that debt, and you're doing that snowball kind of thing, to pay off a debt. And when you get to a certain point in that, the universe really helps you out. It starts giving you extra money. It's great. And so you might have had omens that this, whatever it is, you're going to accomplish it this week or soon, and the universe kicks in and finishes it off for you kind of thing. So there's omen. It feels to me like the omens have been there, that you're going to accomplish this thing. You're feeling very good about it, and then the universe helps you out at the last minute to actually give you a leg up, And that's always the way. The universe loves it when we take charge of something and we put a lot of our energy in, and we're determined, and we're just like, yeah, I'm doing this. I'm going to do this. It's my goal. I'm going to do it. And you need to apply that same thing that you've learned about whatever goal you're accomplishing in the next 7 days. Apply that same energy, but take it up a notch. So set a new goal that takes it up a notch. Now, I'm not saying like something that's like way, way, way out of your reach kind of thing. It doesn't have to be that, taking it up a notch, because you don't want to put pressure on yourself, but you do want it to be something that excites you. Yeah. Knight of Pentacles, take things slowly. What's this about? The Page of Voices, and look at the fine print there. Like, notice the details. Take it slowly and notice the details. This is about your new goal. Notice the details about that. Something's making you very happy. Pay attention to it. In other words, you know how I was just saying, whatever it is about that goal you've just achieved, there's something about it. There's a lot about it that you need to take through to this new goal. And so really pay attention to the details of how you did that, what your energy was like, what your focus was, and how you felt, especially in doing that. We all manifest things in different ways. Some people can manifest money by like thinking of a figure and focusing on that figure, that particular number. I can't do it like that, but some people can. And it's, we're all individuals. Some people get excited by numbers. I just can't. I'm a scientist as well and an engineer, but I can't get excited by numbers. Some people can. And so your details of how you did it is specific to you. We're all magicians in our own right, and we can manifest things. And like vision boards could work for you. Daydreaming, it could work for you. That works really well for me, daydreaming it. And of course, action. Strong action, consistent action works for everybody. So pay attention to the details of how you did it. And then take it slowly to raise your game. Like I said, you don't want to set like a pie in the sky, pigs might fly goal for yourself, because it's like hobbling yourself. You're going to take your energy down. You don't want to take your energy down. You want to take it up. So you want to, yes, dream big, but not too big that you're being really hard on yourself again. Like you were years ago, where you couldn't manifest anything because you couldn't get a good feeling about it because you're just too hard on yourself and expecting too much on yourself. Do that to yourself. What's behind this? Taking things slowly and really paying attention to the details. Sexual energy is behind that. Wow, well, I wasn't expecting that. So we're in the romance department now. Okay, right. Change my mind about this now. Knight of Pentacles is someone that's coming in. Could be this Knight of Cups here to give you a love offer, to romance you in some kind of way, but it's saying take it slowly and notice the details here, the sexual energy behind that. And so it could be someone rushing in with this romance, and there could be a lot of sexual energy behind that, and it's saying that's a lure kind of a thing. If you're a fish, you don't go for the lure, don't bite on that hook kind of thing. It's not that there's anything wrong with that, with the sexual energy. It's not that. But it's that if you're wanting something more, you have to let it develop into something more first and take it slowly. Notice the details there. Tell us more about this Knight of Cups then with this love offer. What is this about for our flowers? 10 of Inspiration, there it is. Why doesn't that surprise me? 10 of Inspiration, it's the 10 of Wands. You've got to put the burdens down first. Right. So there's something about you, flowers, rushing into relationships in the past instead of, because you're quite willing to make the effort to take the burden on of that relationship, to do all the work or most of the work, to be the one that is making the effort in that relationship, putting the energy into it. You're the one that's investing into it. They're not necessarily doing that. And so this is why you need to take your time, because of your past experience. This is why it's saying, like, take your time. Don't latch onto that sexual energy, because you know what you're like. You can get yourself into these situations where you give too much, and then you're locked into it, and then you get yourself in the same trouble with the same burdens. And so if that is you, flowers, that you've taken on too much burdens, you're far too willing to put all the effort into a relationship when they don't, just be careful this week, because it might be more of the same now with this romance, this romantic offer, or this leveling up. What I've noticed is that people, especially if it's a proposal, the ones that will propose fast, they want to lock you in before you really get to know them and see what they're really like. They want to lock it in because they know that you're going to be disappointed if you give them time. So absolutely give them time to disappoint you so that you don't lock that energy in. And so those ones that do try and lock you in too fast, big red flags, big sirens going off in your head, be careful. People show themselves, right? And it's not all romantic and lovely. It's not. It's red flags. It's not those pretty red flags. Oh, there's a party here. It's pretty red flags, and I'm feeling sexual energy. Hey, let's go for it. Let's get married. No. Ancient wisdom, so you got to take things slowly instead. Listen to your grandma. Remember what your grandma said, right? Times haven't changed. Love is still love. Human nature is still human nature. We haven't changed that much. Sure, we might have changed our computers and stuff like that. That's about it. Human nature has not changed. And we've got it even harder now because we've got access to everybody instantly, and it can make people so lazy and not do love the right way. It's kind of made relationships worse. I think we know that, right? Technology has made relationships worse. But we can change that. We can turn that around, but we need to be very strong in that. So expect the next 7 days to be kind of testing in that way. You're just going to have to be really clear on the lessons that you've learned. Let's find out more about your love life. What can flowers expect in the next 7 days in the love life? Reflection, yeah. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. Give them time, give them space. If they really do want to offer you love, if it truly is love, it's not in that kiss like Cher sang. It's not in that, and it's not in the sex either. It's in them showing up, the slow approach, being there for you, loving you and caring for you and giving to you, even if they can't have you right now, even though they've got to wait. Because those that can't, they're not really loving you. If it's love, if it really is, it's there in its kiss. It's not. Although that's nice, isn't it, too? We want that too, but it's not. That's not an indicator of it. It's the behaviour, on like consistent behaviour. But Cher didn't sing that, did she? If it's love, if it really is, it's there in its consistent, prolonged behaviour and caring for you. Cher, you got it wrong. Balance, spirituality and practicality here, full moon in Pisces. Yeah, you got to be practical about it, right? And that's almost, I'm feeling like this balance, this romanticism and practicality here as well. I think that's the message here. Get some balance, get a grip, flowers. And don't be bowled over by this romantic one here with his ladder and his grapes. And what else has he got? He's got flowers. Flowers doesn't make everything all right. Knight of Cups, you know. Be smart. Be smart with your heart this week, flowers. Oh, watch out for empathy. Yeah, watch out for empathy, because this could be your stumbling block here. Is like being empathic. I feel sorry for him now. Don't feel sorry for him. What? Just because he's got flowers. You feel and understand the emotions of another in the service of love. Don't get hooked in, not with the sexuality and not with the emotional stuff as well. Don't pick someone up and nurture them. Feel sorry for them. That does not make for a good relationship. Pitying the other. Careful. And action. Yeah, you have the courage to express the unique loving colours of your soul. Wow, this is beautiful. Have the courage to express the unique loving colours of your soul and advocate for yourself, especially in your heart and what it is that you want. Beautiful. Anything else in the love life? What can flowers expect in the love life in the next 7 days? Oh. I like you. Someone's saying that they like you. Yeah. This one, you know, he likes you. Okay. Romance is blooming. Let it bloom. Let it. Fun flirting, want to date. That's nice energy. But you might. I've got a bit of skepticism there, and that's because of this. Cassette, it's the same thing again. It's like, yeah, but you say that, but you say that you like me, or you say that you love me, but this could be a previous person coming back, and you already know this. Or it could be a replay, a cassette, outdated. Someone coming back around again, or that same energy. It's like, I know you. I got married to you 20 years ago. Or I know you're like just like my last boyfriend. I've been here, I've done that. I'm not going to do it again. It could be that replaying someone that reminds you of the pitfalls that you've fallen down before, that have left your heart broken. So don't break your own heart again by saying yes to something that isn't right for you. Give them time. They might be right for you, but give them time to prove that. Yeah. Give them time to prove it. And what else can flowers expect within the next 7 days? Close encounters. So there is a very sexual charge kind of an energy for you. But I expect for you to make a powerful move here. You have got good things coming in with people, yes. But you do need to be smart about it as well. And make a powerful move. Empower yourself. So even if someone's coming close to exactly what it is that you want, don't leap on them. Don't presume that just because a lot of it or some of it is what you want, that the rest of it will be. Take your time to get to know. And if it's a new person, absolutely. But if it's not a new person, if it's an old person, if it's someone from your past and they've changed or they're saying that they've changed, all the more reason to be empowered and find out like who they are now, you know. Well, you say you've changed, then show me who you are now. Prove it. And give them time to do that. You know, I'm not saying being hard on them and be really cruel to them or anything like that. Just give them time. Be content while you're giving them time. You can learn to rest in what you already have and already are, right? You don't need to rush into it. Suddenly you remember, I'm right here resting in God. There's nothing wrong. What else do you need to know about the next 7 days? What can flowers expect in the next 7 days? What can flowers expect in the next 7 days? What can flowers expect in the next 7 days? You've got an older man there. What about this older man? What about this older man? What's he doing here? Well, he's stubborn and aggressive and he's with a dark woman here. Okay. So, an older man and a dark woman. This could be a couple. This could be people that you work with as well. They could be stubborn and aggressive. Be careful of these people in the next 7 days. Distance yourself from them. You don't need to get caught up in that stuff, whatever it is that these two have got going on. I do feel like they're connected because the cards came out together there. Danger, especially in money matters, so be careful with your money. Like for some of you, this energy is about you paying debt off, so don't get yourself back into debt. Like don't say, oh well, now I've got rid of my debt, I can buy that thing that I want and put it on my credit card. Like don't do that. Build up savings, you know. Don't be careful with your money, especially for those of you this is about money. Needle and thread, a sincere wish will be granted. So expect a sincere wish to be granted. Now, sincere, why does it say that? Because our higher selves in the universe know what we really want, what we really, really want, and it knows what we don't really care about, what isn't truly in alignment with us. It knows better than we do. And so a sincere wish will be granted. Not your frivolous ones, not your, oh, I wish this person would be the one, and so that I can just, you know, dive straight into bed with them and then it come good in the future. That's not a sincere wish. A sincere wish is that they will show you that and to wait and to hold out for it, you know. So your sincere wish will be granted. So make sure your wishes are sincere, especially this one that you're dreaming up, yeah. It's a month, we don't want that. What can you expect in the next 7 days? Let's get another couple out. There we go. Got 3. A wreath, sorrow over a loss. So you could be losing out on something in the next 7 days, but I don't feel it's anything that is that it's not something that you really truly want anyway, let's put it that way. And you've got career advancement as well, so expect career advancement. I do feel like it could be something to do with this older man and dark woman as well. There's just a bit of negotiation that needs to be done there. There you have it. That's your next 7 days. If that sounds like it is your story, it could be your story. Then you might want to get that deeper dive. I'm going to go into guidance in each of these areas as well. Let's get more on that for you to get you through this and get you through it really well as well. And so if you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. It's just 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. You do need to get your email address right, otherwise you're not going to receive it. And it might end up in your inbox, but it might also end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder if you're on Gmail. So check in those places. In that email, you will find a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. You can click on that flower and you'll download a PDF. That PDF will have some information about the reading in there, and it will have a special free gift in there for you as well. And there will be a picture of a video. You click on that picture and you can watch that video right away. And so there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment. I would love to know how this pertains to your life. And it really helps my channel out when you do that as well. Thank you so much to all of my subscribers for your ongoing support. Very much appreciated. You do make this channel into what it is and allow me to do what it is that I love as well. So hopefully I'm helping you with all of this stuff too. And if you're not a subscriber, please consider clicking that subscribe button along with that notification bell. I do daily energy updates. I do 3 pick a card reads like this a week, and I also go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show. I'd love to see you in there and give you a mini read. And so have a really good week. If this is where you're leaving me and you're not coming with me to that deeper dive, have a great week, and I'll see you next time. And if you're coming with me to the deeper dive, then I'll see you in there very shortly. Bye. So if you chose the shell and this one's for you, let's find out what you can expect in the next 7 days. Now, as always, shells, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That is an extended reading that goes with this. So if it sounds like it is your story, it could be your story for the next 7 days. You might want to get that, because in that I'm going to go into guidance for you in all of the areas that I'm going to talk about in this reading. Whatever shows up, it's going to be guidance for you. So toward the end of the reading, then if you want to book that, then there'll be a link that pops up there. You can find a link for that in the description box and in the comments as well. So let's find out, what can you expect in the next 7 days? Shells, acceptance, and beneath the surface. You can expect it to be an emotional 7 days. You're going to have a level of acceptance about it. It feels to me like people could be tricky in the next 7 days, not speaking the truth of their emotions. People could maybe not have clarity about how they're feeling around you. You know, it's that situation where someone's upset with you, but then they don't admit it, or they could be like passive aggressive or something like that with you. There's no clarity around people's feelings. Something's bubbling up underneath the surface, and you're just going to have to accept it, that they're not ready or willing to communicate that truthfully to you. Wow, could be testing time the next 7 days. Let's find out more. Purification. I'm getting from this, so just stay in your own lane kind of thing and focus on yourself. And don't try and get blood out of a stone kind of thing. If someone hasn't got the emotional maturity, or if they're just not in that emotional place where they're ready, if they haven't found out acceptance inside of themselves to even communicate that emotional stuff to you, then that's okay. But don't let that hold you back from being that same thing. So don't project the same thing back to them, you having no acceptance about it and you kind of being the same, not emotionally mature enough to deal with that. So purification, get focused on yourself again. So it could be kind of challenging, because it feels to me like you might want someone else to be more emotionally mature or more emotionally forthright, but then you might not realize that in that you were doing the same thing. So just be careful of that this week. Next 7 days for shells. Tell us more about the next 7 days and the energies for shells. So you're feeling bored. It's more than boredom. It's kind of frustration. It's, I wish they would, Again, I'm getting it's about the same thing. Someone isn't being emotionally forthcoming with you, and you're not realizing that are a mirror to you, because here's you not being emotionally forthcoming either. Definitely 7 days a week to take the higher path, that purification. Take the higher path here. Just because someone else isn't being emotionally mature or open in a situation, don't mirror that back to them and be exactly the same thing. Don't focus on them so much as focus on your part in it. It's that kind of if someone's complaining around you and you're getting really fed up that they're a complainer and you're getting complaining about them, well, that's still complaining. Complaining about complainers is still complaining. So you could be mirroring someone without even realizing it, because the one that complains about complainers is, it's like some conspiracy theorists maybe pointing out the problems or an imagined problem about someone or something, and calling them out to be negative or whatever, and they're not realizing that they're being as toxic as those people that they're pointing out as well. It's the same behavior. And that's called projection, right? And so you might be projecting this week, so be careful of that. So strength, be strong instead. Be strong. Definitely that advice. Well, we'll get into it in the deeper dive, but the advice is to, be strong in yourself and purify yourself and stay in your own lane and don't succumb to that, or catch yourself early if you are mirroring back that exact same behavior that you're kind of condemning in another here. Excuse me a moment. Sorry about that. New dumbbells just been delivered. Very heavy parcel. She's got another, but she couldn't carry it on a bike at the same time because I've got heavy weights. Leveling up. I'm leveling up. Seems like you're leveling up as well. So you're going to have to tap into your strength. I'll get clarifiers out for all of these as well. Ace of Cups. Feeling really good. I expect to feel really good, like your heart overflowing with emotions. So I feel like it's going to turn around then in the next 7 days. So it feels to me like you're going to be strong in this, maybe because you're getting this reading and you're realizing what it is that you need to do. You're going to tap into your strength there, not do the projection thing, and then feel incredible because you're going to attract something or create something for yourself that makes you feel really good. Your heart overflowing is the Ace of Cups. Beautiful. What else? Let's get one more out. Six of Cups. Oh, this is soulmate, twin flame energy, or reminiscing on someone from the past as well. So let's get the clarifiers out for all of this. What can flowers expect in the not flowers, shells expect in the next 7 days? Sorry if I was calling you flower before. Flower, petal. Four of Cups for shells. What is this for? It's just the energy of that card. It's not good. Four of Cups, the Two of Materials. So you need to seek balance in yourself in the presence of this energy. Something and someone is getting you down. Find your own balance. Get on your own page. Find your balance. I mean, that's what it is. You need to find your balance in that. Get grounded. Do whatever it is that you can to get to that healthy place for yourself. Like I said, if it's you start complaining in your mind about those complaining people, if it's that brings you down, then you've got to distract yourself somehow. You can do it through self-care, self-love, that kind of thing. Do something good for yourself and positive for yourself. Exercise is a good way, I think, to channel yourself, something good for yourself, into something positive. It's reminding me, I had a really good friend. I've got a really good friend in Australia, and at one point we were working with each other, and it got a bit challenging because he was my boss, but we were really good friends before that. We were really good friends after that as well, but it was a little bit tricky when we were working together. And one day, hey, he really got to me. He really got to me. I don't know what was going on. He was in a bad mood or something, but he really got to me, and he was like picking on me in a way. I can't remember what it was about. But I went home and I cleaned the oven, right? And then later, when we were all together in our friendship group, I said, I was complaining to all of them about him, and I said, "You've really peed me off yesterday," or whatever it was. And I said, so much so I went home and I cleaned the oven, and they were just like cracking up laughing. It's like, you've got to tell him that, you've got to tell him that. I can't remember whether I did tell him that or not, but it's that kind of an energy. If you've got to clean your oven, clean your oven. I mean, that is a positive way to channel this frustrating energy, right? Who wants to clean the oven? Nobody. I don't even have an oven, thank God. I mean, that is just the worst job, isn't it? But it can be really good to do something like that with this kind of an energy anyway. What can you expect in the next 7 days, Shells? Well, expect for something to annoy you so much that you clean your oven. But at least you've done something positive for yourself, right? You've channeled that energy into something positive for yourself. There you go. There's your advice. Clean your oven. Or whatever grounds you or balances you and channels that energy into something good for you, for yourself. Remember this purification card. So you can transmute this energy, is what it's saying, and pour it into something that's positive for you, like cleaning your oven. The duality, right? So negative emotions can really propel us to do something good for ourselves. And, emotions are emotions. It doesn't really much matter whether it's negative or positive. A heightened emotion is going to get you to use that, hopefully. Otherwise, if you try and push it down or anything, if you don't use it for something good for you, if you don't use it to like create change within your life, to fire you up to do something better and make different choices, or to clean the oven, or just put that energy in something, that energy is going to stress you out and destroy you, right? And so don't do that. There's always going to be duality. There's always going to be these energies, right? These black and white energies, and we can use it all for our own good. And the true magician does that as well. You're a master manifester when you do that, when you can use which kind of energy, especially emotional energy, to benefit yourself. There's no emotions that are wrong and unwanted, really. Each of them, and it's all guidance. And arguably the negative emotions, those strong emotions, negative emotions, are more important guidance than these emotions. Because it's easy to take the guidance from positive emotions. The guidance says, yes, do more of this, choose more of this. The negative emotions, it's harder to get the guidance from that because something needs to change. We need to say no to something or push it away, or draw up a boundary to it, or never choose that thing again, learn about it, Strength. Tell us what this strength is. Show us you can expect to be strong or play to your strengths in the next 7 days. Let's see. Or a need to be strong. It could be a need to be strong. Okay. Yes. A need to be strong and end something that's painful. There's a need to be strong and end something that's been painful for you in the next 7 days. So definitely, I feel like you not only will be cleaning the oven about that anger, but you might be deciding, look, I can't have these toxic people in my life anymore. It could be something like that. As I said, negative emotions are there for a very important reason. The guidance is very important when it's a negative emotion. And so make a new decision. Let it fuel you to make a new decision and end something that's been painful to you there. Gonna have to be strong and brave this week and courageous to do that. I mean, it does take a courageous person to do that kind of stuff. Because the easy thing to do is just carry on with what you've been doing. But it's not going to change if you do that. And you're going to keep on getting angry or frustrated or whatever it is that you're feeling this week. Sacred space. So you might need to back off to your sacred space here. Say no to it. End that and retreat to your sacred space there, really honoring your energy. So yeah, there's an acceptance here, see, of especially of the emotional component. And I was saying it was about someone else's emotions, but really it's about your emotions, isn't it? And then you feel incredible. How come? Ace of Cups. What's this? Wow. It's because of that ending, because you've ended the pain, and then you feel really good. So this is more than relief, because this is the deception card. The Seven of Voices is out with that. So you feel really good that you've stopped deceiving yourself, that things could change. And then you backed out of something, you end something, you start feeling really good. If not just relief, then it's going to be something even better. If you've had a toxic person in your life and you finally decide not to have them in your life, straight away you feel relief. But then your energy starts raising and you realize, whoa, they were really draining my energy. It might take some time to do that because you might keep on thinking about them. But this is good because this is the end of that self-deception and you start feeling really good because of it. So definitely a week of you releasing something that is actually toxic to you. And I think it's something that you've been putting up with and maybe not realizing just what a negative impact it was having on your energy. And so any negative emotion that you have this week, really pay attention to it. Do not numb it out. Don't drink and take drugs and all of that stuff. Eat it away and stuff like that. Pay close attention to it because it's very important information for you this week. So then you start feeling really good. You're no longer deceiving yourself that it can change. And then you've got unlimited possibilities. And so then you can use your energy. Then you start feeling really good and can start creating something for yourself and use this positive energy and maybe to have positive relationships as well. And so if we're talking about you getting rid of a toxic friend or a toxic lover or whatever here, or even toxic family member, then things could really start opening up for you. Why? Because then your energy raises. We've got to give ourselves permission to let people and things go that make us feel bad, really. Then we've got the Six of Cups here. This is about reminiscing. This is about a past kind of an energy. It can be a soulmate or a twin flame. It can be someone that you've had a past life with. But let's see. Why have we got the Six of Cups out here? The shells in the next 7 days. What is this all about? The Tower. Da, da, da. Right. Okay. Oh, right. Okay. So, this is... it's a bit of a tower moment that you're going through this week, right, with this, but it's an emotional kind of a tower, but it's a good thing, right? The universe, tower moments happen because we haven't acted on the guidance already, and so that has to step up. So you've been experiencing these emotions before, maybe not to this level in this next 7 days, but you didn't take action on it then. Sometimes it needs to get to a certain point where that tower falls, right? And then we will finally do something about it. Now, the more you respond to your guidance system, that is your emotions, the faster you do that, the less you need tower moments. So the universe doesn't need to step in, right? And give you a tower moment to do it for you or to force you into that change. And so this week is having like an emotional tower moment for you. Now, this is saying your person, your twin flame, your soulmate is going through a tower as well. So you're mirroring each other here. And so what is this? Twin flame, soulmate going through a tower moment here. What's falling apart in their life? It could be something really similar. Oh, it's creativity coming from that. So you're both going through a tower moment. You're both going through something similar. Theirs will be different, but you're both going through some kind of a lesson, and there's a shift happening. This could be someone that you know. It could be someone that hasn't come into your life yet, but just know that they're mirroring your energy at the moment. You're both going through something so that something new can be created from it. And so this could be exactly what needs to happen to you both before you come together in this very important relationship here. Will it be in the next 7 days? I don't know. Let's find out in a deeper dive. Tell us more. What's going on in the next 7 days for shells in the love life? Oh my God. Look at this card that's come out. It's unbelievable. It's almost word for word what I said before. This one. It's got a hippie vibe to it. Criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Yeah? If you criticize a criticizer, you're still criticizing. Criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. You can't resolve this situation by being critical of it and putting it all on them. It just won't work. You have to leave them behind. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. Yeah. But for some of you, you're releasing toxic people from the past, for sure. But you need to love and accept as they are, kind of thing, and go, this person isn't for me. For some of you, in the next 7 days, you're realizing that someone is not for you, someone that you've been trying to have a romantic relationship, or you have been in a romantic relationship with. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. Absolutely you do. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. Transitions for you guys out of toxic relationships and into good relationships, realizing that you do deserve to have joy. You don't need to put up with this stuff with people that make you feel like that. That does not make for a good relationship. It's not your burden to bear. It's pain. You have to end it. You have to end it. There's going to be more and more towers, but here is your little enticer here, because your soulmate, the true one that is meant for you, is also going through a tower moment so that you can come together. You're going to create something together because of what you're going through at the moment. So there is something to look forward to in the future here. I'll get a possible timeline for that in the deeper dive for you guys too, if you're resonating with this. What else can you tell us about Shell's love life in the next 7 days? What they can expect? Wow. Expect powerful change. I feel it. And that's shown already in your emotional change here from this to that. I mean, it's like opposite ends of the spectrum there. Really, that is like the best. This is the best feeling card, the best emotions card in there. And arguably Four of Cups is the worst feeling card. Nothing more frustrating than being frustrated. It's like when I realized, I had an aha, this was years ago, but it's funny, so I'll tell you. I had an aha because I was thinking about I'm probably teaching at the time about predominant vibration. What's your predominant vibration? What is your predominant feeling? You know, for you guys, it could, if you're around toxic people like this, it could be this disappointment. And I realized that mine was disappointment. I just imagine how disappointing that is, to realize that your predominant vibration is disappointment, because your predominant feeling is what is going to remanifest over again. And so it was very disappointing to find out that I was disappointed most of the time. And when you change that in yourself, when you stop disappointing yourself like that, and you make better decisions for yourself, yes, you're going to feel really good. So expect powerful change, and your feeling change is just the start of it. Like the law of attraction teachers say, you making a decision so that you feel much better is just the start of it. From that will come much more, because you'll keep on making good decisions from that better feeling place as well. Better and better decisions, to the unlimited possibilities here. Beautiful. So discernment, and then you're going to have to discern, right? Then you're going to have to make better decisions for yourself. You're developing the skill to distinguish love from fear and truth from illusion. That's why you feel so good. It's because you stop deluding yourself here. Seven of Voices is never a good card, right? But it is in this situation because you're feeling really good, because you're not deluding yourself anymore. And suddenly you're open to unlimited possibilities because you can then discern. So you're going to make better choices because of this. Like I said, it's exciting. It's really exciting energy now. I'm getting excited by your reading. So feel excited, because you've got great things coming, especially with that Six of Cups card coming out with the Tower there. It's your person, your true person, and I feel like you haven't even met them yet. But they're on the way, and they're going through something. What else? They're going through something similar to you at the moment, but different. Same but different. What else can you know about your love life? Not today. Oh, here we go. Coffee cup. Someone wants to go for coffee with you, on a date with you, but you're saying not today. So you don't even need to say no, not ever, not if you were the last man on earth, not even with a barge pole kind of thing. You can just say not today and back out of it. So if you don't want to confront a confrontation here with someone that you're realizing is toxic, just put them off. Just say, oh, not today, I'm busy, and then never go back to them. Because hold out for your soulmate here. Hold out for your soulmate here. You've got someone better coming. What else can you expect in the next 7 days for our shells? What can shells expect in the next 7 days? A deep breath. Into me I see, and great big love. So taking a deep breath, it's all about the emotions for you guys, shells, this week. It's all about the emotions. So do ground yourself. You know, like I said, first of all, get focused on yourself to ride these emotions out. Take responsibility for your emotions. Be careful about mirroring. Take a deep breath and take a step back and take a look at the bigger picture here. It's so easy to get caught up by our emotions and just get into our ego and respond to that, right? And end up being a mirror to this. Criticizing the criticizers, complaining about the complainers, being disappointed about being disappointed because they're disappointments, being disappointed that there's such a disappointment. You know, it's just a spiral downwards. It's an endless loop. And so look into yourself. Intimacy. You might want intimacy, yes, with someone else, but you need to be intimate with yourself first. See inside yourself. See yourself clearly. And also because this great big love. You've got great big love coming, and it's an important week for you this week. Remember, this is a timeless reading as well. It's for whenever you find it. But it's an important week for you this week in moving towards that relationship that you really want, the non-toxic stuffs that you want in your life. What else do you need to know about the next 7 days? What can you expect in the next 7 days? What else? Travel. Oh, okay. Nice. Expect to travel. Sanctuary. Yeah. Maybe you need time away. And so for some of you, you might be like breaking away from a marriage partner. Wow, I hadn't even thought of that. Yeah, you could be. And you might want to go on holiday, go and see a friend, or go away by yourself, just to take that space that you need from them. Some of you could be doing that. That's why it's travel and sanctuary there. And being enough, because you are enough and you deserve much better. You are enough. Nowhere to go, nothing to get, nothing to change, no need to grow, more deserving. Yeah, you are love. You deserve better than this, is what I'm feeling. And I think that you could be really realizing that this week. You know. Excellent. So what else? What else can shells expect in the next 7 days? pale. Time to get out of a situation. We know that already. You're getting out of a situation here. You're leaving something behind, something that's been painful. Broom, new home, new attitude. Yes, feeling good once you do that as well. A new attitude leading to a whole new life here in a new home, maybe for some of you. Certainly a new attitude and much better things coming as a result. You got the bird perched here waiting for news, package or letter from an old lady here, an old woman. So some of you are waiting on something from an older woman. Package, letter, news, and that's going to be coming through as well for you. So there you go. That is what you can expect in the next 7 days. Shells. So if that sounds like it is your story or could be your story, then you might want to get that deeper dive. I'm going to give you advice, guidance on all of these areas, and we'll get some timelines on some of this stuff as well for you. So I'll pop a link for it up there. It's just 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars. You can find a link for that in the description box and in the comments as well. You need to get your email address right, because if you don't get your email address right, then you're not going to receive it. The email might end up in your inbox, but it might also end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder if you're on Gmail. Once you find that email, there'll be a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell in there. You need to click on that shell and download a PDF. So you need to do it on a device that you can open PDFs on. And in that PDF, that document, there will be some information about the reading. There will be a special free gift for you in there as well. And then there will be a picture of a video. You click on that picture of the video to play it, and it will take you to the video and you can watch it straight away. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave me a comment. Let me know what's going on for you. It interests me greatly when you do that as well, how this all pertains to you and your situation. And also it really helps my channel out when you do that. So thank you so much for your support in doing things like that for me, and also your subscriptions as well. Very much appreciated, your ongoing support. You guys, you really do make this channel what it is, and you allow me to do what it is that I love here. And it's very much appreciated because I love this. And I hope that shows through as well. And if you're not a subscriber, then do consider clicking that subscribe button and that notification bell. I do a daily energy update for the collective. I do 3 pick a card reads like this a week, and I also go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show, which I'd love to see you in. I do mini reads in there as well, so I'd love to give you a mini read. Come along in there sometime. So thank you again for watching. If this is where you're leaving me, have the best week ever. And if you're coming with me to the deeper dive, then I'll see you very shortly in there. Bye.